just gives me a platform to be able to lead as the quarterback of America's team.
Prescott in the gun, touchdown, Cowboys!
Representing the former Cowboys and continue the legacy of greatness.
Strong run, Zeke Elliott!
The star is a symbol like a hope to me. Hope that, I could become a star one day.
Unless he hit, he is sacked again! Wow, what a year this kid's having.
Well, in primetime, Jeff, Saturday's Colts hit the road to face Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Indy's 4-7-1, coming off that home loss to the Steelers. Dallas is 8-3 and off a Thanksgiving win over the Giants. So the Cowboys are set up to make a playoff push over their last 6 games. Look at this. Dallas plays the Colts, Texans, and Jags over the next 3 weeks, and they have the easiest remaining schedule in the NFL, according to ESPN Analytics. They talked about the message going forward heading into tonight's game.
Our real focus is the fact that, we haven't played this team. I think, there's a lot of new faces from the last time these two teams lined up and competed, so.
Yeah, this is a good team, a good defense. And as I tell you all the time, we're not going to get caught up in records and think that we can just walk out there and beat these guys. We've got to continue preparing and give them all the respect, but know who we are in the same sense.
Oh, this is one of those games. And we're talking about the schedule is so easy for the Cowboys, relatively speaking, for the Cowboys after this. When you have the Colts coming to town, Rex, this is a game on paper. The Cowboys should win this game. That being said, what are you watching for in this one? What do you still need to see out of these guys?
I want to see, number one, this is a great question about Dallas. Can they stop the run against a team committed to running the football? And Indianapolis, you better be committed to running the football today because you're not going to be able to protect the quarterback. All right, so run the heck out of the football. If we were picking dog of the week, I would take the Colts here. I know it's a double-digit spread, but the Colts can be a live dog in this one. Run the football. By the way, Sam, they're 5th in the NFL in defense, in total defense, the Colts are. This is no gimme when Dak Prescott says, hey, we can't take – you're darn right you can't take this team lightly because you know what? They may pull a huge upset here. I would not be shocked. But to Dallas's credit, if they're the team that, Sam, you think they are this year and you thought they were last year, they'll pound this team. I ain't buying it.
It's one thing about, we're talking about Separation Sunday. This is one of those games. You're talking about the Dallas Cowboys, Indy Colts coming in town. This is the game where Dallas needs to separate themselves from the Colts. If there's any reason to give them some added motivation going into this game, it would be our run game is better than your run game, Dallas. And Dallas features 2 running backs where the Indianapolis Colts is featuring 1. So I'm anxious to see how the Dallas Cowboys will fare in this game. You just talked about a team committed to the run. It's been an up and down season for the Dallas Cowboys. Do they want to be committed to the run or do they want to be committed to the pass? I think it's be a big statement for the Dallas Cowboys today. Run behind Pollard, run behind Zeke, play behind some good defense. They pull this one off.
Yeah, Randy, I agree, but I think if the Dallas Cowboys are going to get where they're trying to go, they need more out of their wide receiver room. Not to get the win today necessarily. But, I know there's reports out there about OBJ maybe signing with the Dallas Cowboys. I like this. I like this for this team. And it reminds me a little bit, when I was in Seattle, we traded for Jerry Rice. And we thought, Jerry Rice is going to give us a boost. He did, certainly. But you know what? You know what else happened? The rest of the wide receiver room, a rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
The rest of the wide receiver room was okay, hey, this is the year. It's not next year, not the year after next year. It's right now. There's another guy in this room. And, I would love to see that. The guys like Noah Brown. I think it would really help this team. Because right now what I see, Dallas, I see a team that is really strong on defense. Their special teams are really good. Their running back room's outstanding. Dak Prescott's going to go as the wide receiver room goes, in my mind.
Yeah, Dak says all the right things, and of course he always does. And the coaches also, they tell you to stop the run, and they tell you this is who we got to stop, Jonathan Taylor, but do the players believe it? So it's almost like this is a matter of discipline for me with the Dallas Cowboys in that I think they all just can look at this game and say, we want to sack Matt Ryan 10 times at least and go after him and forget about everything that they have to do. And that's always been Dallas's problem, right? I mean, there's one little small detail that they can't follow. They really can't believe what their coach is saying in terms of, if you don't stop the run today, we always say you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And well, that's today. Stop Jonathan Taylor first. Do they believe it? Are they focused on special teams? The Colts, you're right. They have a good coach in Bubba Ventrone, and they have a good special teams. Yes. So you say to them, all right, they got the Colts, they got the Texans and the Jags. Why do I think they're going to lose one? And which one is it going to be? Because that's just who the Dallas Cowboys have been. And once we get all in on these guys, I'm not doing it again. Okay, I'm taking my chips and keeping them right here.
Let's give them credit.
I want to see them today. I want to see them today. Stop Jonathan Taylor early, then go after the guy.
Yeah, but let's give them credit also, like against Minnesota, like a game like it's supposed to be this epic game or whatever. Dallas ran away with that game. Like the Dallas Cowboys have what it takes to be one of the 4 best teams in the NFL. And at times they are. And
at times.
Yeah,
at
listen,
times.
that's what it's going to take. Like, this is a team in the playoff push that I think we all would say, like, yeah, are they talented enough? Are they good enough? Can they win? Like, the run game and the defense alone. Like, I'm just saying the wide receiver thing is like the final piece to make us feel like, hey, you're up there with Philly. You're up there with Kansas City. This is a good football team. Dallas Cowboys are a really good football team.
I just want to continue to watch them in terms of, okay, do I think they're going to win this game? Yes, I do. I mean, I don't know about the spread or anything like that, Rex, but still, watching this game situationally at the end of the half, how do they handle it? Okay, coming out, are they really building a wall on the line of scrimmage because they know Jonathan Taylor, and that was the game plan going? So are they executing what they should be executing early, okay? Once it gets in the 3rd and 4th quarter, whatever the score may be, that's a different deal, but being able to do the simple things first, that's what I want to see this team do today, especially because I don't think they can. I think it's hard for them to do that.
What I want to talk about is executing the DraftKings Sportsbook prediction because it's on this game. This is interesting to me. You got Tony Pollard or Zeke Elliott today. What do you think, Rex?
Yeah, you know what? Last week I hit it, of course. You guys know that DraftKings Sportsbook followers. But this one right here, you know, I believe in Tony Pollard. I believe in Ezekiel Elliott. But you know what? Today, I believe in Gus Bradley.
Whoa.
Gus Bradley's got a higher rated defense than Dallas.
Whoa.
5th in the National Football League in total defense. I think it's a bad day for them both. I'm going to take the combo platter, Randy Moss.
I hear you.
Under again.
I hear you.
All right, Rex, you want to go to Chicago with me? All right, you know this town a little bit. Let's go to Chi-Town where the 4-8 Packers and the 3-9 Bears face off at Soldier Field. Rodgers 24-5 against these guys, but does his longtime ownership come to an end today? Green Bay's lost 7 of their last 8 games. Time to get to Morton Adam and Domino's pregame headquarters with more on quarterback concerns for both of these teams, guys.
Thanks, Sam. Yes, as you know, Justin Fields missed last week with a left shoulder injury. He said it was slightly separated. He's back. He was full participant in practice. What will be interesting to see is if he actually is a full participant as a runner with design runs, because he was unleashed in week 6, and he has been a terror running the football for the Chicago Bears. But if you run it, you're going to take hits on that shoulder. But you play football in this league, Adam, you're going to take hits on that shoulder anyway.
And Mort, I had somebody with the Bears tell me this week that Justin Fields is the toughest player they've ever been around. And oh, by the way, Mort, Aaron Rodgers is going to be starting today for the Green Bay Packers, despite the fact that he's got bruised ribs, despite the fact that he's been playing with a broken thumb, despite the fact that the Packers season is slipping away. The idea here is to keep Aaron Rodgers at quarterback until they're mathematically eliminated. They have a bye after this week before finishing out the season with 4 games starting on a Monday.